Hello and welcome to my process video for Get Crafty. I am using these gorgeous papers from Kaiser Crafts Christmas Jewel range, which came in my design team pack for this month to do a layout in my daughter's album. Yes, I'm still working on it. I wanted to have this finished by November last year and I'm still working on it. I just had a bit of a creative block, but so I haven't actually done a layout in this album in so long. But when I saw these papers, I was like, oh, I've got to do one of these layouts, because even though it's a Christmas range, nearly every paper has a side that isn't Christmassy, isn't distinctly Christmassy, so it could be used for another project such as this. Did you see that tree? Isn't it gorgeous? I know it's really wintry and not very Aussie Christmas, but perfect for a page that I wanted in my December project this year. So that's why I only trimmed a little bit off and made sure it wasn't near the tree, so that I could then cut it down later and punch it to fit in my album for this year, which there's a photo of it on the blog post for this layout if you go check that out. So yeah, loving this range. It is so gorgeous. Love the purples. They're some of my absolute favorite shades of purples in this range, and it's very versatile. Look at the ombre. It's so gorgeous. Anyway, I'm fangirling over purple. So I'm just playing with my bits that I trimmed off all of my papers so that I can get some nice layers. And I've pulled out a few bits from my April Scrapping Fun Kits embellishment pack to embellish my layout, because I didn't want Christmassy embellishments for this layout. And the other embellishments I use are some old chipboard buttons from Bella and a journal spot from Delish Scraps. And remember in my last process video, I trimmed the word love out of a Too Crafty chipboard circle word chipboard so that I could use the circle. I just left it on my desk, and it's a week later and I'm gone to do another layout and it's still on my desk, and I thought, oh, that's perfect for this. So I just coloured it with some purple pigment ink that I have. I think that's like 5-year-old ink. It's still going. I'm happy with that. And now I'm just going to play with embellishments and figure out how I want everything to be, try and get a nice cluster. When I'm picking the buttons, I eventually go with a black button as well as that stripy one that I put down, because the black sort of pulls the black from the background paper into the front and just balanced it all out a little bit more. And the background. So you saw me flip through the album before. I can't remember if I mentioned this yet. And that I already had background sheets in there. If you go to my blog and check out a post from last year when I scrapbooked on a train. That's from the preparation for that. I knew I was going to scrapbook on a train, so I took this 8x8 album and I pre-cut all the papers down, and I slotted the photos in with each paper that I wanted to use, and then I literally just took one bag of supplies on the train and I scrapbooked on this tiny table. And I did a blog post about it because it was just such a different experience, and it was great. It really helped pass the time on the train. I recommend doing craft on a train. It was good. There was a lady sitting across from me that was doing embroidery to pass the time, so that was pretty cool. So if you haven't checked out Get Crafty yet, make sure you do. They're really, really great ladies, and they have some really great crops that if you're in Brisbane, Ipswich, Gold Coast, try and get to them. They're really good. I'm hoping to one day make it to one myself, and I know some people who go and they say it's really great, so that'd be cool. And You've also seen, as I've played along here, the reason I love my favourite adhesives. The tape, as you saw, was very forgiving on multiple occasions, thank goodness. And so was my liquid glue. You're about to see that I'm very grateful for the fact that it is such a high quality liquid glue and that it is slow drying, because I need to peel things up. It's just me, I make mistakes. And one of them is I've forgotten to put my journal spot in for my daughter to do her journaling. So I'm going to need to peel up that black button. And I then start to think that this photo is crooked. So I peel up my chipboard and I peel my photo up, and what's really great, nothing's damaged because this stuff is so good. I'm so glad that it is so good. So yeah, this journal spot was perfect. It went so well with the paper, that two-toned paper, not the ombre, but the other one. This journal spot goes perfectly with it. I'm really happy with this layout. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching.